So Goku blasts with a Kamehameha, and Saitama uses a new serious move, Serious Exhale, and he literally just deflects the entire Kamehameha. Today we're going to be looking at Goku vs. Saitama, the manga, and this is actually posted on Reddit by a fan who goes by Godnonon. It's actually remarkable how well he does with the writing. If anything, this fan manga here of these two guys going at it, it just gets the personalities and the writing perfectly. Like, even as a fan animator of Goku vs. Saitama, I think there's elements in this little fan manga that are better than pretty much anything else you've seen on the internet so far. Great humor. This was just too much fun, so let's jump in. Very first page, Goku already standing off against Saitama. Hey, you seem pretty strong. Wanna fight? And Saitama's just like, sure. And this is one of the things that I like so much about this fan manga. It just jumps right into what we want. There's no fluff, no BS. Saitama just throws the punch on panel 2. Let's go. And Goku actually catches it here, which is like pretty surprising, okay? But Goku says, come on, I know you can hit harder than that. Don't hold back on me, or didn't even get to finish his sentence because Saitama blew him away. And now a bloodied and battered Goku stands up saying, not bad. It's time to show you what I can really do. And Saitama's actually surprised because he's like, wow, you survived 2 punches? Like, that's pretty impressive. Maybe there's some hope here. Goku blasts into Super Saiyan, and then he goes Super Saiyan 2, explaining the whole formula to Saitama just like he did with Buu. And this is a Super Saiyan God, and so forth. And Saitama's just staring at him like, what? Why does this guy keep changing his hair color, right? Like, is he just trying to show off how much hair he has? Like, what is... Saitama's at it. He says, enough with these forms. Just use your full power. Quit wasting my time. So Goku's now in Super Saiyan Blue, and he says, don't worry, this is my final form. And he goes in to attack, and Saitama notices that, you know, obviously he got stronger, and now we get this really cool, like, double page spread of them teleporting around, blasting off, fighting each other, clashing. There's just so much energy and power here, and you can see the Omni Kings watching them fight with the Grand Priest. They're up in the God Realm, or whatever you want to call it, and they're like, this is so epic that Baldi is gonna win for sure. But then the other Omni King says, no, Goku's gonna win. Goku's stronger. Goku makes bigger boom boom. Baldi make boom boom. And so these two are going at it like two 12-year-olds on Twitter. Even saying that's a fallacy. That's a word that I've heard among like super egotistical power scalers. That's a logical fallacy. So I think what Godnonon, the author of this fan manga, is doing is he's like pointing out the fandom of Dragon Ball and One Punch Man always fighting and their arguments, and he's using the Omni Kings as a reference, which I just thought was like breaking the 5th wall at this point. I mean, that's really above and beyond. I love the comedy there because just reading what the Omni Kings are saying, like, I've literally read comments that are almost identical, so I know exactly where this author is getting this stuff from. So Goku actually stops the fight for a second, and Saitama's like, well, why'd you stop? Goku's saying, I sensed a sort of sadness in you. Are you sure you want to fight? Saitama replying that, I'm just tired of the same old boring cycle. There's no one to challenge me at all. I can't grow or get anything out of a fight. It has made me feel empty. Goku acknowledges that Saitama doesn't really have any rivals of competing level in his timeline, but for Goku, he just can't get enough fighting superior opponents because it just makes him surpass his limits, and no matter how much fighting he gets, he feels like he's still starving. No matter how much he eats, he's still hungry. So he promises to give Saitama a good fight as a proud Saiyan warrior, and he uses Kaioken, to which Saitama gives his comical face, saying, hey, you said you were done with the forms. And Goku's like, it's not a form, it's a technique. And Saitama says, if it changes your color and makes you stronger, then it's a form. Again, breaking the 4th wall here, acknowledging the arguments over form or technique, but Goku blasts off with his Kaioken, and now the battle actually begins. As Goku kicks Saitama off Earth, and you can see him like flying all the way out of Earth, so far out that he can see the whole solar system at this point. But Goku's like, oops, I overdid it. Now I can't go after him because I can't breathe in space. But the Grand Priest chimes in and says, hey, the Omni Kings are love watching you two fighting, so I've given you the ability to breathe in space, Goku. And Saitama doesn't need to breathe in space because he's invincible and a parody character. So the two of them clash in a microsecond. They're using the clock in the same method that they did for One Punch Man. And again, Saitama breaks the 4th wall by physically grabbing the speed clock and saying, "What is this thing?" One of my favorite panels here. Just so comical, so perfect to be Saitama, and it's just perfect, like, one writing as well. Like, he breaks the fourth wall all the time. So Saitama throws the speed clock at Goku and he hits him in the face with the fourth wall. Like, bro, your writing is incredible. That's just so hysterical to me, like, to even think of doing something like that. Goku lands a massive blow on Saitama and he says, "Oh, well, I guess I'm flying away again." And it's just perfect personality. Goku saying, "Now that I can fly in space," I guess he means more breathe in space, "I'll knock him around the universe. That ought to give him a rush." So Goku's trying to bring the berserker mode out of Saitama, and you can see this was just beautiful. He took one of the universe orbs from Dragon Ball and he put in it the constellation of speed fighting from One Punch Man. So I just thought this was really cool how he did this. I know it's kind of like a Frankenstein edit in parts, but it just works really well. So Goku blasts with a Kamehameha, and Saitama uses a new serious move, Serious Exhale, and he literally just deflects the entire Kamehameha, the Super Saiyan God Kaioken. Goku's saying, "Wow, you're amazing," and Saitama says, "You're super strong too. Maybe this fight will finally put life back in my eyes." Well, I say that, but they were lifeless before I even started fighting. And Goku replies that maybe fighting just isn't your thing. It's what gives me life, but you don't need to fight to be happy. My friend Bulma doesn't need to fight and she's happy. And my son would be super strong, but he just wants to spend time reading books, so you just gotta do what makes you happy. Saitama says, "You may have a point, but I might not get the chance to fight someone as strong as you again. And I know that you want to fight too, so let's keep going." And me as the reader, I'm like, yeah, let's keep going. Goku's saying, "All right, give me all you got," and Saitama throws the consecutive serious punch, and he's got the berserker eyes and everything. Good luck, Goku. Yeah, so Goku gets straight jumped by the consecutive serious punches. He is getting completely overwhelmed and he can't block it. All he can do is defend, but he's taking so much damage. Saitama doesn't use any forms or have ki. His raw strength alone is crazy, and his strength is growing by the second. This guy. And Saitama thinking to himself, "Nobody has ever held their own against me like this before. He's strong both body and will, and he still knows how to have fun. I like this guy." Despite neither of them fighting with their lives on the line, the thrill of an engaging battle and the bonding of kindred spirits pushed them into awakening powers that they had long lost. And so this panel just made me crack up. Saitama says, "Oh, I was able to time travel. That was weird." And so we get kind of like the image of him from the end of the Garo fight when he traveled back in time, but all of the images of Garo and Saitama are replaced with the current chapter we literally just read. So I don't know, I just thought it was so funny. So Saitama's time traveling and looking at all the moments of their fight that they've just had, and he says, "Well, I don't want to go back too far. How about here?" And he throws out his punch, and then you get this image of the universe, and it says reversal of causality, absolutely unavoid, and you see Goku in mastered Ultra Instinct avoiding Saitama's time travel punch. So that was pretty cool and interesting. Both of them have awakened their full powers, I guess, and because of the battle between the two of them pushing them so far. And Saitama's even surprised, like, "Whoa, how did you dodge that?" Goku explaining, "Ultra Instinct, my body responds to danger by itself without even thinking about it." And Saitama replies, "That's absolutely awesome." As he thinks to himself, you know, it's seriously annoying that you were hiding yet another fancy hair form. But Goku says, "To be fair, I can't normally use this form." But now we see the angry Omni King Dragon Ball fans who are shouting and screaming, "No, Baldi should have ended this a long time ago. Baldi win, you're stupid." And the other one yelling, "Goku should have ended this. You're stupid, you're a poopy eater." And yeah, that's pretty much the comment section in like any Dragon Ball video. The Grand Priest chimes in talking to Goku and saying the Omni Kings are getting heated up arguing about the fight, and he fears that if they keep fighting, they might cope by destroying the entire universe. So you guys like really need to stop fighting right now, or it could be the end. So Goku's like, "Ah, darn, I guess I have no choice. We need to stop." And Saitama's like, "Are you kidding me? Like, you give me this challenge and then you just want to quit? Like, to hell with you." But he thinks about what Goku said, "You don't need to fight to be happy, focus on the things that bring you joy." And he remembers Genos and playing video games with King. And he's like, super quick switch of character, like from Berserker mode, Saitama cursing to, you're right. Dude, I laughed so much reading this fan manga. So he sees the solar system. He's like, that must be the way home. Goodbye for now. That wasn't quite what I wanted, but I got something even better out of it. Thank you. You're truly special. Goku replying that people like you are the reason that I love fighting, and I hope that we meet again. And so you think it's just gonna be a kind of happy ending. You know, they have to stop or the Omni Kings will blow up the universe, but the Omni Kings are really angry. Yet another fan comment, what, they just stopped fighting and became friends? What a cop-out. Screw this, we're gonna destroy the world. But that's when the real king enters, the One Punch Man king. And he like grabs their arms as they're about to pop the universe and starts thumping his king engine, and they like freak out. And we get this dark image of King here like, yo, I'm the real Omni King, bitches. And that's pretty much the end of the fan manga. But I absolutely love this. Great job, Godnonon on Reddit. I guess he just made this for fun. He said he doesn't want to make any more, or he wasn't planning on making any more, but I really hope he does, because I absolutely love this, and he did just a perfect job with the writing. Like, I laughed so much. It made sense. It broke the fourth wall. It did parody. It did everything. It was really cool. I hope you guys share this with your friends and like the video, and I'll talk to you soon.